Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's May the 8th, Friday, day 53. Stay safe at home day. Another stay safe at home day. Ron Crider here at Victoria at Indian River Shores. Keep saying this every day. Love all those likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep them coming. Click the like button right now. Like. Don't forget, if you're on my list, you will get invited to our party at the end of this pandemic. And we're going to invite the governor, and we're having probably about 150 people, like 75 couples, and primarily they're all people who watch this video. I have a special shout out today to a bunch of people. Do it very quickly. Shout out to Vanessa in Miami. Happy birthday yesterday, Vanessa. Let's see, it would be Dallas Evans, Marcie E. Some of these names I give out with just initials. I don't really know you at all, and so I don't really like to put out your last name. Billy Moss, that's fine. Nice, no Billy, nice, great guy. P.K. Berry, pretty young lady. Karen Edmiston up in Pennsylvania. Hi, Karen, good to see you. Looking forward to getting up there one of these days. Susan, Tom Debray, Felitizes, Marie O, Julie A, Barry, Susan E., just a few of my next door neighbors. Thank you again. Thank you for watching these videos, and I do appreciate you doing so very much. I remind you again, you can fast forward through these videos. If you only want to look at, say, Indian River County or Dade County or one of the counties, I put them in red at the top. You can see where they are. You can just fast forward through. If you're watching the video on your iPhone, it makes it even easier for you to fast forward through those videos. Remember, we're planning the Freedom Celebration Party. We will be celebrating the virus and honoring all those who died protecting us. We're celebrating the virus. We're celebrating the end of the virus. There'll be cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, and once we are permitted to do so, we'll send you out an invitation, and I'll tell you more about that later. Watching the end of the video, you'll get even more information. Great weather day today for this Friday. The weather today is going to be sunny all day, not quite as cool as it was on Thursday yesterday. 65 degrees at 5:30 this morning. No rain in our forecast for today. It's going to be a little bit warmer today. High today about 83 degrees. The humidity will be about 63%. As I said, it's going to be a little bit warmer today. Okay. My buddy Andrew out there, who is really keeping me on my toes. Please understand the numbers I report here are from the previous day or as the days that I tell you they're from. So don't take everything I say totally literally. These are the most recent numbers I have. I personally do not recommend anyone over 70 going out for the current time period or for the foreseeable future, and that includes me. My family's going to the Tides on Saturday night, and I'm not going. And by the way, when I report the number of viewers, when I said yesterday we had 120 viewers, and then you take a look at it and you see that Crider's lying. That's not true. You can see right there, he only had 93, 92, 91. For some reason, when YouTube when I put up a new video on YouTube, if I have like 120 right now and I put the new one up, they'll drop down to like 85 or 90, and then they'll gradually start coming up. They say it has something to do with their algorithms. I have no idea exactly what that means about why algorithms would affect them. But nonetheless, I tell you exactly the way it is. I don't lie to you. Why would I lie to you? Boy, I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad I never had Andrew as my college professor, because I certainly would have not had the grade point average that I got, because this guy's really tough on me. But that's okay, Andrew. You keep telling me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll keep trying to do better every day. No offense whatsoever. Okay, so a member of the U.S. military who works at the White House, and he works on the grounds at the White House for President Trump, and they're known up there as valets, was tested positive for COVID-19. That was kind of a big deal in the news yesterday. They said he is a valet. That would give you the assumption that this is a guy who's very close to the president and helps him put his jackets on and that sort of thing. Well, not necessarily. They also call those people valets, and this guy works in the gardens around the place. They also call some of the people up there ushers, and that's kind of like what you see in a movie theater. So they just have different names for people. It doesn't mean he necessarily was that close to our president. And the president was tested, has been tested recently. They have these new tests out, so he's in pretty good shape. Not to worry about the president, but that was big news. Princess Cruises in Holland America Lines, both of which are owned by Carnival Corporation, announced on Wednesday that they would be extending the pauses in their operations through the end of the summer season. Holland America, meanwhile, has extended some cancellations into the fall. RCL, on the other hand, also is extending their pauses. So that's Royal Caribbean. Not sure exactly what's going to happen. I will tell you a little bit later on here. We are putting together a special. Kevin Bacco and I are putting together a special on air travel and on ship travel, cruising. It'll be a totally separate video on that. That industry is really in terrible shape. The hospitality industry is in terrible shape. When we consider that the cruise ships aren't cruising at all, and they have terrific debt because these ships cost millions, if not billions of dollars to build, and nobody's traveling on them, and the airline industry is down 90%. Things are really in bad shape. Here is some really good news. 2 seasonal Florida residents both received COVID-19 convalescent plasma treatments from blood donors here in Indian River County. There was a couple that was hospitalized with COVID-19 virus in March, finally went home yesterday. One of them was on a ventilator, and usually when you get on a ventilator, you're that old, you might not make it. Well, guess what? They both made it. One is 79 and one is 81. So that's really good news. So you see, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, again, I am not suggesting that we older people go out, and I'm referring to me, and I say every time, I'm 79 years old, and I'm not going out. Some of my younger family members are going out, but they can get away with it. I just can't do that. Hope Sound, Florida, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, the perennial contenders in the NFL, they're going to put on a very special golf match. They're going to put it on down in Hope Sound, and it would be with Phil Mickelson, a charity golf match raising $10 million to benefit COVID-19 relief. The match will be simulcast on TNT, TBS, and HLN, and I believe that's on May the 24th. So there is some sports in our future here, and I think that'll be a very interesting golf match. It's nice to see that these guys are really getting into the swing of things, and Tom Brady is going to be a terrific asset to our state of Florida as well as the Buccaneers over there. As I mentioned before, air travel is in a horrible position, down 90%, no end in sight. Everything will depend on the stabilization of the economy and stabilizing COVID-19, and Kevin and I are putting that video together. I mentioned that before, and I will tell you this. It's going to be pretty interesting. We are not going to slant it. We're going to tell you exactly what we see and what the airlines and the cruise ships and the hospitality industry is saying. So at this point, let's jump right into the numbers. And remember, averaging is the best thing that I can tell you about. Stand by. Okay, folks, now we're going to start with the entire state of Florida. So far, there's been 495,075 people tested, positive 38,828, negative 454,122. You can over here, you can take a little bit a look at the graph over here on the right side. This will kind of give you an idea for the entire state of Florida. They've tried to graph this out. Percent of positives for laboratory testing. This is for the last 6 weeks. And this was the last time we have a good number on here. I'm giving you these so that you don't say I'm giving out erroneous information. This was on May the 2nd, and there had been 5.77% tested. So there you go. That'll give you a pretty good idea. Or it says 7% for those numbers here. There's my Ring doorbell one more time. One more time, let's take a look here. We're going to go up and take a look at this, the whole state of Florida. And in the entire state of Florida, 37,813 positive residents, hospitalizations, 6,765, 1,600 deaths here in the state of Florida. And if you take a look at this over here, now the date on this one here, this is new cases by day, and this was as of May the 6th. So today is May the 8th. So that I'm giving you the right date for this. And there was 651 new cases. And once again, may I say this, average. So what you have to do is go back 23 to 30 days and average all of these numbers out. Now, you don't have to be a genius to look at this and know that it is coming down and it's descending. And it was a little peak here at 651. The previous day was 588, 589. These numbers are kind of hard for me to see. Maybe if I put my glasses on, that would be a little bit better. See if I can. Oh, yes, 588. Previous day was 588. So that'll give you an idea. Entire state of Florida, folks. Median age group here is 52.5. And males and females, look how close they are. I won't give you the breakout on them after this, but right now we have males at 18,803 and females at 18,986. The females are leading the males with this COVID virus by just a little bit, but pretty much it's about 50-50. That'll give you an idea. And in the entire state of Florida, the biggest age group affected by it, if you can believe this, is 45 to 54. So you young folks, you want to be careful about going out there. The way Governor DeSantis has done a really good job, but guess what? He didn't do it by himself. It took all the rest of the 15 million people who live here to make this work. He's getting accolades right now. It's not time to drink the champagne yet. It's not over yet. We're just at the tip of the iceberg. We're just moving ahead. So we have to be very, very careful and be obedient. All right, let's go take a look at Dade County here. All righty, Dade County, and this is as of 5/6. So here we are at 5/8. So that's the last actual date that I have, and there was 164 new cases down there, 147 positive non-residents, 554 total deaths in Dade County, 1,920 hospitalizations going on down there, and 13,438 positive residents. As I said, the median age group in Miami is 49. And you can see it is gradually descending. So remembering average is the right way to go. Let's take a look now at Broward County. All right, Broward County popped up a little bit with 84 yesterday. There was a huge spike over here of 182 on April the 30th, but it is gradually coming down. That spike on April the 30th, as you can see, was really not good, and it is going to slow down our deceleration. And if you go up here, there was on 423, there was 218. So that was a really big spike. Those big spikes are greatly going to affect the average that we have here, but as you can see, it is beginning to come down. 139 positive non-residents for Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, 230 deaths, 1,081 hospitalizations, positive residents, 5,538. Median age group there in Broward County in Fort Lauderdale is 50. Now from Broward, we're going to go up to Palm Beach County. Cross your fingers that Palm Beach County did pretty good yesterday. So let's just see where we go here when we get to Palm Beach County. Okay, Palm Beach County. All right, they're down to 86. Now, you see they had this really big, this was a bad thing over here on May the 3rd. They had 172 new positive cases on May the 3rd, and this on May the 6th was 86. So that one on May the 3rd is greatly going to affect our descent, so to speak, because we had a bunch of low ones over in here. Still looks like the Rocky Mountains as far as I'm concerned, and Palm Beach County it's iffy. You guys got to be doing a better job down there. Come on, folks, you could do it. 69 positive non-residents, 222 total deaths in Palm Beach County. Hospitalizations, 562. Positive residents, 3,518. Median age group in Palm Beach County is 55. And once again, their still peak is 55 to 64. 55 to 64 group, they had 580 people. Let's move up now to Martin County. Here in Martin County, they had a pop-up yesterday of 8. The previous day, I don't mean yesterday, I should say on May the 6th. Get this right, Rod, because Andrew's going to be coming after you. So it was on the 6th, they had 8. And the previous day on the 5th, they had 6. So they're kind of going back up, going in the wrong direction, guys. And they were doing really well over here, as you can see. And the biggest peak of all they had was on April the 6th, where they had 18. So have to average all of this out as well. But I don't like this as a stair step up. As you can see, this is not good in Martin County. Martin County would be Stewart. 10 positive non-residents, 5 deaths. We have a total of 44 hospitalizations, 223 positive residents. Median age group there is 55, and The big spike, of course, is 55 to 64. They have 46 going on there. That would be Martin County. Now we're going to move up to St. Lucie County. St. Lucie County is just above Martin County, and this would be Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County, and they had dropped down now to 3 on May the 6th. They had 3 new cases on the 6th. The previous day, on the 5th, they had 6 new cases. Then they didn't have any before that. Where you see nothing, there were 0 cases on those days. Again, this is looking fairly okay. They have some 7s in here. It is another 7 and another 7 on 4/29. So it's considerably better than we were back here on April the 3rd and on April the 6th. Average all that out, 23 to 30-day averaging. You look at it coming down. We can go over here and check this out one more time. I'll give you an idea that they've tested 4,082 total people down there so far in St. Lucie County. Now, from St. Lucie County, we skip over Indian River County and we go up to Brevard County. Brevard County is just north of us. If you have watched Laura Ingram last night, she was having a little trouble with Brevard County. So I'm going to have to give her a poke and tell her that it's not Brevard County, it's Brevard County. Brevard County is where Melbourne is. Good going, guys. So you only added 3 new cases yesterday. Always, as we say, 3 too many. And the previous day there was 3, so it was on the 6th. I don't mean to say yesterday, but the most recent one we have is on May the 6th. 3 new cases the day before that. And there were a couple of spikes there where there were 9 on May the 4th, and there was 8 on May the 3rd. Yes, they are descending. Those spikes in there don't help us a lot, but that's the way it is. 10 non-resident tested positive, 8 total deaths there, 50 hospitalizations in Brevard County, that is Melbourne, and 315 positive residents. The median age group there is 53. Now we're going to go up to the big city of Orlando, and Orlando is in Orange County. Okay, folks, here we are in Orange County. Let's see how many they tested up there. They've tested a total of 33,396 people, of which 1,474 were positive and 31,877 were negative. I want you to take a look at this chart. This is coming down very, very nicely. So they're doing exceptionally well. If you can look at this, there is somebody, they drew the chart for you here. Now, go over and take another look at this. You see, they only added 16 new cases yesterday, but they have a really nice decline. Of course, they had a really bad day over here of 105 on April the 1st. They had another peak here on April the 8th and another mountain here on April the 16th. But now we're down into the 16s and the 17s, and then there was one for 5. So averaging this out, it's coming down pretty nicely. Positive non-residents, 68. 36 deaths, 265 hospitalizations, and 1,406 positive residents. Median age is exactly the same with these the COVID-19 for the Orlando area, 307, 45 to 54. Median age group, 45 years there, 45 years. Let's take a look at the very big picture here, and this is the U.S. cases, 1,256,972 cases in the United States, 1,000,002. The deaths in the United States, 75,670. It's anybody's guess what's going to happen here, and we keep hearing numbers that could be anywhere from 75, what we have here, to over 200,000. We're hoping we don't see that. And don't be alarmed, folks. It is what it's going to be. But news has to do with being sensational. Let's get your attention. This could go up to 200,000. Be careful. They don't really know yet. If they knew, there would be headlines. Guess what? We're not going to go over 80,000. Well, we don't know that yet, but just don't be alarmed at the news, especially when they don't know where they're going. Watch a bunch of different newscasts. Don't just stay stuck on MSNBC or stay stuck on CNN or Fox, because you're going to get totally different information. These news networks no longer, I hate to say it, guys, fair and balanced isn't necessarily fair and balanced. They're more concerned about people watching and getting numbers and people reading newspapers than they are exactly about reporting the news exactly the way it is. All right, folks, I don't mean to nail them for this, but it pretty much is the way I see it. Global cases, 3,861,697. Global deaths, 269,867. And of course, as you know, the biggest problem we have is China, because China has not been really good with us when it comes to telling us exactly what's going on. I'm not suggesting that they lied to us with respect to how it happened. I can't believe in a million years that they purposely did this and created this to be a real nuisance in the world. I don't think they did that. And I don't know whether it escaped from the laboratory at Wuhan or, in fact, it just happened over there somehow. Nonetheless, bottom line here is what they have not done for us, and we know this, is this all could have been much less of a problem for us here in the United States and in Italy and Spain had they been correct with us with the numbers. So that's exactly where we are with these numbers. Okay, folks, a couple of thoughts for today. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Winston had a lot of really good things to say. Good old Winnie. Never let your fear decide what your future will be. Never let your fear decide what your future is going to be. Plug that into your thought process. A true test of character isn't how you are on your best days, but how you act on your worst days. You got something that's bugging you, it's got nothing to do with anybody around you, and all of a sudden you treat everybody like dirt, and they don't really understand why, and probably has nothing to do with them. You don't want to do that. You give a very bad message out. I mean, you got to try to compartmentalize your problems and say, all right, well, I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with you, and I'm kind of in a bad mood today, but I don't mean to be taking it out on you, and I'm not going to do that. You got to try to figure out how to deal with that. And it's the only thing you can possibly do in order to have a really nice life. The real test of character is how you treat the people you don't have to be nice to. So if you got somebody that you don't really have to be nice to at all, and yet to treat them really nice, that's a real test of character. I think that's pretty good. Here's another one. I like this one a lot. Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you anywhere. Albert Einstein. And as I say every day, folks, you know what I'm going to say. Don't be a part of the problem. Always be part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. I say it every day. I really do mean it. Now, I have the video coming up here. The video is on the Victoria condominium, and we have a little surf and maybe our tennis courts. I'm not sure what I'm going to show you today. And then I have a little bit more special information for the people who watch this video all the way through, which most of you don't do. So stand by for our video. And then I'll sign off here for the moment and say, have a really great day, but I probably will sign off again anyway. But anyway, have a wonderful Friday. The weekend is here. We'll be telling you a lot about what's going on over at the Tides restaurant. They're serving food outside. We'll have some video from over there as well on our Sunday program. So have a wonderful Friday and also have a terrific weekend. Stay safe. Stay inside. Okay, folks, this is the secret segment. Here we are at 5680 A1A. This is the Victoria condominium, and this is where I live. Remember, we're going to have this party, and you folks who are watching this, most people generally don't watch these videos all the way through. Dallas Evans likes just about everything. He likes restaurants and prefers outside and music. Ron and Barb Dumoulin like the Ocean Grill. Barb doesn't like broccoli. George Danshaw likes the Ocean Grill, but doesn't like lima beans. And Jean Ketchupole doesn't like octopus. Her favorite restaurant is the Polo Grill. Send me a little message and tell me what your favorite restaurant is here in Vero Beach and anywhere else in the world that you have been to. We're going to keep track of these. We're going to make a little database about this and let you know what people do like here. Sending me this message, you will also be automatically invited. You'll receive a special invitation. It costs nothing to come to our party once we get out of this COVID-19 pandemic. And we're inviting the governor to be here. It's going to be a really nice cocktail and hors d'oeuvre party. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Just send me a message and tell me what restaurant is your favorite restaurant in Vero Beach and what food you don't like to eat. Okay? Kind of fun. For all this, like I say, this is the secret segment of this video that 95% of the people who watch these videos never watch them all the way to the end. They only watch the part they like. I can also tell you, you can fast forward through these videos, so you can start at the beginning, watch, say, Indian River County, and then fast forward to this part if you like. Have a terrific day here in Vero Beach. It's going to be a beautiful day today, probably in the low 80s. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.